Hello everyone and welcome to my brand new channel. This channel is going to be about jumping spiders and leopard geckos primarily. This is my first ever brand new Regal Jumping Spider, who's called Remus from Harry Potter. My leopard gecko is also called Dobby, so a bit of a Harry Potter theme going on. I'm just about to set everything up. This is the first time I've ever had one. I mean, he's already quite inquisitive. I'm sorry, my camera's very terrible. He's just arrived. Well, actually, Remus is a she, but I much prefer the name Remus, so we're going to stick with that. Everything's just arrived, and I'm just going to set everything up. I'm going to show you what came in the box. I received this from Spoodernest, who I was in contact with. Very lovely person, very helpful, answered all my questions. I recommend them quite a lot actually. So I'm just gonna show you everything that I got for the setup, everything that I ordered, and we can sort of go through this journey together. So I've got everything ready, and I thought we'd just do like a little unboxing of what we got. So I bought 2 size tanks. I did get the tower and the classic as well. So obviously you may realise by now that jumping spiders are tiny. So I got the 2 size tanks because when they're really small, sorry it's making a lot of noise, when they're really small in such a big tank, it can be quite hard for them to catch prey. So I've gone with the little tank, which was the medium sized tank, to start off with until she gets a bit bigger. And then when she gets a bit bigger, we can put her in the large tank. So they come wrapped in this sort of stuff. So this is the large tank. Quite a decent size. And as I said, this is the large tank. So she's going to be going in this tank when she's a little bit bigger. It's very nice. It's already pre-made, so there's no assembly required, which is very helpful. I'm not the best at DIY. And all we need to do is literally pull these, if I can get them. There we go. Just pull the sides off, which is just to protect the glass. So there's those little films on all of the sides. So you just peel them off. And then to open the door, you just pull this little tab up, if I can do it one-handed, and the little door opens. And then it secures back in. I can't see what I'm doing. And just secures back in. So that's tank 1. I also got the basic setup for one of the tanks and I think the luxury setup for another tank. So with the basic, you'll get some substrate. So this is just soil. Spiders can do without substrate. The main reason that they have them is for humidity. They need quite high humidity. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what it is. But I will do like a sort of how to care video with all of this information anyway. This is purely just the unboxing. So soil, so you just use a spray bottle and spray the side of the tank once every 2 days, and the soil, and this just helps to keep the humidity high. The water, when it's sprayed on the side of the tank, will also provide drinking water. It's not advised that you have a bowl in the tank because they're only tiny and there is a very high risk of drowning. So you don't want a bowl, you just spray the sides and they drink the water droplets, and you just want to try and make sure that those water droplets aren't huge. So we have some soil. It also comes with a little bit of bark, cork bark, just to provide climbing, a bit of hiding. So we've got one of those. And also comes with a little plant as well. So it's quite a good little basic setup just to get you going, and obviously you can add what you want, make it as beautiful as you want. Jumping spiders, as long as they've sort of got something to hide, run and climb, you're all good. Anything else is purely just for aesthetic reasons. So explore, think, you know, sort of do what you think's best. With the luxury setup, we also got this cute little hide, and then it just goes in through one of the holes and then you just tie it up. So I've got one of those little hides, and also a little sign that says Jumping Spider lives here. There is a brilliant, you probably heard of it, called Etsy. There are a lot of different shops that sell different things. They sell loads of little cocoons, little hiding. I've also got a little nameplate that says, like one of these that says Remus loves here. So we've got one of those coming as well. At the moment, the spider's in one of the big tubs that it comes in, but they will come in little tubs like this with breathing holes, with a bit of tissue paper in, just to provide some support. So they come in one of these, but I've just put Remus in the bigger tub just while I get everything ready and settled. But I am going to leave Remus in the bigger tub just for a few days, just to settle in, de-stress, just before we go to the bigger tank. And then in the smaller tank, which I'm going to use to start off with, you just unravel this. So this is the smaller tank. So this is the one that I'm going to use over the next few months, just until he gets a bit bigger and finds it a bit easier to catch the prey. It's hard to tell because my camera's not the best. There is definitely a difference in size. I mean, jumping spiders will always appreciate the amount of size that you give them. They'll always utilise it fully. The reason that we go smaller to start off with is purely just because of their size, and it can prove harder to catch their prey. That's why we're just starting with a smaller one. And then with that, again, we get some more cork bark, more soil, because I got the basic setup for both of them. You get more little bits of coil, some more plants. I got them in both just because then there's more stuff in there, really. And I have ordered some bits off Etsy as well. So that's sort of the very quick overview of the unboxing. I've got the classic and the tower setup, with the basic setup, which includes cork, a plant, and soil. And then in the other one, I got the luxury setup, which again includes cork bark, soil, a plant, and then also one of these and one of these little things that you can put in. Another important thing to add when you're getting a jumping spider is light. So what makes one of these jumping spiders quite easy to look after for beginners? That's one of the reasons why I'm doing this, because they're a lot easier. They don't need any heat. They don't need any special UVB lighting. They don't need any supplements. All they ask for is a UV light. I got this for about, what, a tenner on Amazon. Although I might need to get a bigger one, because this does fit sort of over that one, but I think it's going to be a bit too small for the other tank unless I wedge it up. So I might have to get a bigger one when I move, but for now this will do. So it's literally just a UV light. They love UV light. They're very active. From things that I've read and things that I've watched, those that haven't got a UV light, they become a bit, not sluggish, but not as active. When they get a UV light, they become very active, very explorative, and they like very bright light. And that's the main thing, a part of their care. With these boxes, they're little enclosures, I wanted to get one that was front opening, purely because spiders will make their nests on top of their enclosure. They always go for the highest point. So if you get a enclosure that opens upwards, what's going to happen is you're just going to destroy their nest each time, which you obviously don't want to do. So if you get a front facing and avoid opening from the top. Their nests are secure. So this was the first part of the unboxing and setup. I'm going to give Remus a few days and then I'm going to get him in the tank and get him settled. In the meantime, I will get everything ready. I will set the tank up. So once I've done that, I will do a quick video and show you that as well. So I thought I'd just quickly show you the tank that's set up. So as I said, to open, we just pull this tab and lift the lid down. So we put some soil in. So I've tried to do it, I might put a little bit more in actually, just to fill the bottom. Spiders don't burrow. This is again purely for moisture. I could do a bit more around the back actually, so I might put a bit more soil in. But then we've got some bark at the back and also at the front. Create a little ledge, a little plant. Put my little sign in, and then we've got one of these little cocoons as well that you might want to build his little nest in. But we've got plenty of hiding places, so within the plants, within the cocoon, around the back, plenty of hiding places for them. Spiders, like humans, are active during the day and sleep during the night. So unlike other reptiles such as geckos who are crepuscular, they sleep mostly during the day. So, you know, you've not got to try and keep the light out like geckos, which you want to keep them sort of dark during the day so they can get a good sleep. With the spiders, the jumping spiders, they like being active during the day. They like bright light. So as long as you provide a few hiding places for them, they quite enjoy being out in the open. So this is our little tank, which I'm going to give a few days and then we're going to pop him in. And then, as we said in the other video, we have the other tank, the tower, which is a lot bigger and taller. Spiders, jumping spiders, like height rather than floor space, so that's why we go for the tall ones. They really appreciate a bigger viv. They will use every inch of the space, so as much space as you can give them. As I said in my previous video, we have the smaller one, which helps just to catch prey. Because they're very small, they might struggle in a bigger tank to catch their prey. I was really excited about handling and I really wanted to know what it was going to be like. So I got Remus out for just a couple of minutes just to see what it was like. It was really weird, but it was really nice. It was like just a little tickle on your hand. It felt quite good. And it was really nice to see how inquisitive they actually are. You know, at a couple of points she sort of stopped and looked up at me and you could see her eyes and her little legs go in, and it was just really, really nice. It's like I don't know, we were looking at each other and exchanging just like, who are you? Yeah, it was really cool. And at that point when I was recording, this video happened. As you can see, Remus jumped, which I really wasn't expecting, and I think it's because I didn't have a hand there to jump onto. So it was just like, oh, got nowhere to go, I'm going to jump. And you can see, that video hasn't been edited, the speed of the jump, but you can see how quick, it's like literally 1 second, they're gone, just so quick. I mean, she didn't jump far, it was probably only about that distance. I think I read that they can jump up to 40 or 50 times their body length. So for Remus, I mean, it's only a couple of millimeters, so I'd say can probably only jump about so big. And I think that's just because she thought, well, I've not really got anywhere to go, so I'm going to jump to your hand. And that's what she did. But you can see in the video how quick it was. It was an instant, 1 second there, 1 second gone. Thank you all so much for watching the video. It was my first video that I've ever made, so my editing is not that great. I'm going to learn as I go by. I'm also not the best wordsmanship, so bear with me on that. Hopefully I'll get better again as time goes by, but thank you so much for watching. And then when Remus is in her new cage, I'll do another video and update you with her progress. I'm also going to try and do a sort of in-depth how to care guide where I go through housing, Are they social, biting, feeding, heating, or humidity, all those kind of things. And I'll try and do a step-by-step guide of everything you need to know, and how to care for them. So watch out for that. This is a very brand new, newly created channel. Any likes, any subscribes would be very helpful. That's how I know that you'd want to see some more videos and learn some more videos. So please like, please subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.